I'm Kathy Shaffer, and welcome to Parents Corner. This month, let's talk about how our county physical education shapes up. Nationally, many physical education programs have, or are in jeopardy of, being cut as schools focus on more rigorous academics to stay competitive in our global marketplace. But according to studies by the CDC, participation in physical education class is directly linked to better academic performance and a more positive attitude towards school in general. Physical activity promotes brain function and psychological well-being, reduces anxiety, combats childhood obesity, and increases overall energy and attention span. Unfortunately, though, the CDC also reports that less than half of U.S. high school students meet the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services recommendations of at least 60 minutes of daily physical activity. How does our county shape up across elementary, middle, and high? Let's find out. Hi, thank you so much for being here with us today.
Hi, Kathy. Thank you for having me.
Great. Can you tell us a little bit about your role?
Sure. So my role is the coordinator of health, physical education, and dance. So I oversee all programs under physical education K-12, health education K-12, and dance education K-12. So, anything with curriculum, instruction, supervision, all of those sorts of things fall into my wheelhouse.
Great. And how is our physical education curriculum structured? Sort of what do we do in schools? Is there certain months that you plan things around, or how does that work?
So there's a lot of things that we take into consideration when we plan for physical education. Like I said, it's a K-12 program. So we start in elementary school with those skills and concepts really that help those fundamental learners. So we start with motor skills, locomotor skills, throwing, catching, spatial awareness, general space, just kind of getting them used to their bodies and safety, and building those skills that they need to be healthy. We talk about health concepts and things in elementary school, healthy eating. We talk about aerobic fitness, muscular strength, muscular endurance, flexibility, all of those things that are really a vital part of being a physically active and healthy individual. In middle school, we sort of move to a tactical game approach where they use those skills and concepts that they've built in elementary school and they use them in more game type situations. They may not be playing full games, but they're using those skills in more authentic settings. And then in high school, we really move towards that fitness for life model where we're providing opportunities for our students to engage in different things that they may want to expand throughout their lifetime. So like I said, 9th or 10th grade is when they take Fitness for Life. That's a graduation requirement. And then in Anne Arundel County, we also have a .5 elective physical education requirement. And we have multiple items that they can choose from walking wellness to team sports. We have a new course called Stretch Your Wellness at one of our high schools. We have sports medicine, so sort of taking out the physical activity piece, but really focusing on health, nutrition, and the athletic piece there.
Great. And you talk about milestones that the kids should be hitting. How do parents find out about those milestones? And if their kids are not hitting those, is there anything that they should be doing to help augment what you're doing in school?
So I talked a little bit about the fitness component, so aerobic fitness, health, flexibility, muscular strength, and muscular endurance. And we start assessing those components in 3rd grade, and we do those twice a year. And a report should be sent home to parents that kind of outlines where their student is. Now again, this is a personal level of fitness, so it's not something where they are judged against other students, it's where they are. And those sheets will have individual activities that could kind of help them along the way. We also have our curriculum are based on standards. So you can find a scope and sequence on the Shape America website and within our website, which we're updating right now, to sort of show you what those milestones are so that you know that in kindergarten we're talking about spatial awareness, so that when we put our hands out we shouldn't be touching other people. We're talking about locomotor skills, so you can practice those things at home.
Great. And talk to us a little bit about the dance component.
Sure. So all of our elementary schools typically will have a dance unit. So they'll go over dance and rhythm, different levels of dance. And many of our elementary schools also have after-school dance companies. So they will have someone, maybe a guest choreographer, come in and do a dance piece with that group. Right. And then they will go to our county dance festivals, which we have 9 of this year. In the middle school level, each of our middle schools, hopefully all of them next year will have a dance program. So we have a dance 6, 7, and 8, and also dance for the athlete. So that's the fine arts dance component. There is a dance unit in the physical education section, but the fine arts component really goes into a lot more in-depth of technique, choreography, performance aspects for the dance education.
Okay.
And then in high school, we have Dance 1, we have Dance 2 through 4, we have Dance for the Athlete, and we have Dance Company. So again, there's in-school components, but then there's also after-school components where kids can audition to be a part of the company, which would then perform in our dance festivals as well.
Great. National surveys obviously show that parents are concerned with the decreasing in the programs in schools. How is AACPS addressing this, and are there things that we're particularly doing to combat that?
So I think we're doing pretty well. Could we do better and offer more physical education? Would I love to have it every day? Yes, but there are so many things that our kids need. So in elementary school, we offer physical education for 60 minutes, so usually twice a week for 30 minutes. In middle school, we offer it either every other day for 50 minutes or every third day for 50 minutes. And then in high school, it's when you're taking a physical education course, it's either every other day at 90 minutes. You know, in our elementary school curriculum, in our K1 and 2 curriculum right now, we have incorporated a new learning block called Healthy Bodies and Minds, Move, 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 which is an additional 20 minutes every day that kids participate in physical activity during their classroom. Now this is with their classroom teacher, so sometimes it's where they turn on Go Noodle or they're doing a brain boost activity, but I think Anne Arundel County has really recognized the fact that movement is important.
Oh, my kids love it. Yeah.
That's
Brain
awesome.
breaks. Yeah.
Yeah. And I would challenge you to call them brain boosts, because
Brain
we're not
boosts,
breaking
yes.
the brain for learning. We're actually optimizing it for learning. But I think we're on
They
our
have
way.
helped their dance moves too, I have to say. My son has become quite the dancer.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So, you know, like I said, the classroom teacher is in charge of that there, and the physical educator can sort of help with activities. But that's a time in the classroom where the kids are just given the opportunity to move, get their sillies out. You know, we have a lot of times we're asked to sit in their seats, and that blood draws all the way down to their lower extremities when we really want the blood in the brain. So if we're providing them those brain boost opportunities, even if it's for 5-minute intervals, we're bringing that oxygen and that glucose back to the brain, which is then optimizing it to learn.
Yeah, that's great. And I think what about recess too? Because you hear so often discipline in schools takes away recess, which is such a great opportunity for the kids to get outside and play.
Absolutely.
How can parents protect the recess time? Is there anything that we can do?
I think Anne Arundel County does a good job of saying you can't take recess away.
Okay.
You know, we've also tried to be a big supporter of recess before lunch. Research just says that sometimes before lunch it just gives the kids a little bit more time to play rather than play on that full belly. Yeah. You know, I think if you hear that your child is being punished by not having recess, I would call and just say, is there another opportunity for my child to, you know, receive this consequence and not have that pulled away from recess time? Because kids really need that free structure play. That's different than physical education. That's the time for them to practice taking turns, communicating, discourse. All of those things happen, you know, when they're not being instructed what to do. So they really do need that 20 minutes of recess.
Well, and with
every
the
day.
onset of so much screen time, there's been a lot of studies that have come out about imaginary play and how important that is to kids.
Absolutely.
Do you have any suggestions on that? How to?
So I would definitely make suggestions that you limit the amount of screen time that your child has at home. Instead of saying, okay, let's watch a TV together, let's take a lunch or a walk after dinner. You know, let's on the weekend, let's make some time to go to the playground, or, you know, go to the lake and let's walk around the lake. So making physical activity a part of your family lifestyle is really important. And I know that we're all busy, and sometimes it's easy just to say, go watch a TV show. But, you know, research is saying that is not only increasing obesity, but it's also allowing our kids, they struggle with identifying emotions. So when they sit in front of a TV for so long, they're so engaged in what's going on there, sometimes they have a hard time communicating and discoursing with other people.
Sure, that makes a lot of sense. You mentioned health education also.
Yes.
Can you talk to us a little bit about the county's health program?
Sure. So health education really begins in 6th grade here for us. We're trying to get it implemented in the elementary levels right now. I talked about that Healthy Bodies and Mind, Move, Move, Move learning block. So we are now doing health education in our K1 and 2 curriculums. Okay. So they will, as we're rewriting our 3, 4, and 5 curriculums, that's sort of where we're going to start seeing health education in those areas as well. But in 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grade, students get it as part of their physical education program. So the physical education program is a year-long course, but health education is 1/4 of that year.
Okay.
So in health education, we talk about communication, we talk about safety and injury prevention, disease prevention and control, family life and human sexuality, fitness and nutrition, tobacco, alcohol, and other drugs. So we're trying to give kids the knowledge and the skills and the concepts so that they're aware of what's going on in the world, that they can practice those skills, whether it be refusal or advocacy, when they are challenged with difficult situations.
Great. Do you have anything new planned in terms of, yoga, meditation, that kind of stuff?
So more and more of our schools are taking mindfulness and meditations approaches in their
yeah.
classrooms. Absolutely, it's really a great thing. We actually last year approved a new course at Annapolis High School called Stretch Your Wellness, which has some yoga foundations, but there's more than just the yoga piece. It's all about mindfulness and meditation, and how to live that healthy lifestyle while keeping your stress level at a low. Yeah. It's only at Annapolis High School right now because we have a certified yoga teacher who's also a certified teacher there. We're hoping to expand it to other schools in our county, but we're trying to work through that certification process.
That's great. I love that. Now, if a parent was looking for more information on any of this, I know you said your website was being updated. Is there anywhere that they could go right now to find out what's all this great stuff that's going on?
Our website is sort of there, so you could find my email and my phone number there.
Okay.
But like I said, the website is sort of being updated so that we have a nice new look, and at that time we'll really have more information for parents to help them, guide them in the way to provide more physical activity for their students.
And I would imagine they can talk to their physical education teachers in their own school.
Absolutely,
too.
That's probably the first place that you want to start.
Yeah.
Your physical educator has a wealth of knowledge, and they are really big supporters of being physically active. So start in your school, get involved with your PTA to try to do family fitness nights or things of that nature. And our office is always available too.
Great. And how about after school physical education opportunities? Are there sports things available, and does that run through your office, or how does that work?
So I partner with the Office of Athletics, and the extracurricular activities typically come through Clayton Culp's office, who's the Office of Athletics. But we do have a variety of different programs that we offer after school. We have Girls on the Run, Heroes Club, Mighty Milers. We have that dance club or dance company, which I was talking to you about. And the more we can have kids active, the better I see. So I know that we have, really it's up to the school. So whatever they want to do, I'm sure is a big proponent. Go to your principal and say, we need more of this. And I'm sure that
and volunteer to run the program.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think the more we can have, our teachers do a lot, but
yeah.
I think if our parents can get involved and do, absolutely, and do more things to promote and support physical activity, the better we'll be.
Great. Well, thank you so much. It just inspires everyone to get out there and get moving.
Thank you so much, Kathy. It was a pleasure being here today.
I'm Kathy Shaffer, and this was Parents Corner. Thanks for watching.
Later today on Worldview, I'll be talking with Joe Hudson, who's the Hispanic liaison to the Annapolis Police.
I'm Corporal Gamble with the Anne Arundel County Police. In regards to school safety, there are certain items that are not allowed in school. Weapons, anything that can be construed as a weapon, cannot be brought to school. Things like switchblades, knives, anything with a sharp point, fingernail files, guns of any sort cannot be brought to school. Also, illegal drugs, prescription drugs, unless they are issued by the health room, cannot be brought to school. Tobacco products of any sort, alcohol, anything of that nature is not something that you can have in school.